Hi guys, welcome back to Let's Talk with Tiff. I'm Tiffanie, and I want to thank you for joining me for another episode. Today, I want to talk about why humans have such a difficult time learning how to wait. Maybe you're wondering what I mean by that. I'm talking about when we go in prayer to sit with God and talk about whatever it is that we're facing. Most of the time, if we're having some sort of a struggle, we are going to go to God, our Creator, and talk about it with Him. During these times of prayer, as we communicate, we share our heart with God, humans are looking for an immediate answer. We want to know what to do. We want to know right away, and we're looking for our situation or our circumstance to change immediately. Well, God doesn't work immediately. It's very rare that He'll do that. He can, but most of the time when we go to God in prayer and we surrender whatever we're facing, God is going to have us wait. Going in prayer, you have to be honest. When you sit down before the Lord and you start unpacking your life, it requires full transparency, total, brutal honesty. Pour your heart out to God. That is prayer. It's not fancy. It's not formal. I've mentioned these things before. This is just about getting honest with God. We have to be honest. We must bring whatever's going on and be in complete truth of it. Well, you have to take it a step further, because once you go into prayer with God and you're honest with God, now you have to be willing to take whatever it is and turn it over. This is the release part. When you talk about what you're facing with God and you are honest now, you're in prayer, you're connecting, you've invited Him in. It's not formal. It's not fancy. In fact, it's messy. You're going to have to release it. If you continue to hold on, and this is a bit abstract because when I say release it, we're not talking about this like, oh, dear God, I release it now to you. It's not like that, you guys. Like, I'm talking about the mind. The mind loves to hold on to whatever your circumstance is, and it will come in the form of thoughts, feelings, emotions, worrying. You will see it in your stress levels. They will spike. You will begin to worry. You will begin to ruminate. You will begin to obsess. It looks a lot of different ways, but mainly this is the form it will take. Humans will go back. They'll pray on it with God, and then they leave prayer, and they go back to whatever it is in their minds. So when I say releasing it, you have to be willing, release whatever it is. What are you speaking about to God? Release it, and that means letting it go in your mind. Because God, He really can't get into it with us and help us until we release it to Him. And that's letting it out of here and getting it into the hands of God. That's essential in prayer. You must go to prayer. You must be honest, full transparency, full truth. And then you have to release it. And that means getting it out of your mind and getting it into the hands of God. You can't sit and pray and then worry about it. That's counterintuitive, isn't it? It doesn't make any sense to do that. You sit in prayer, you turn it over to God. This is partly where awareness comes in, because you can catch yourself going back into your mind, but it's like, whoa, I already talked to God about that. He knows, he's working on it. And you have to believe that deep in your heart, deep in your spirit. You'll catch yourself. That's the awareness part. You reset in that moment. It doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. You just take that moment to reset. We have to remember that because we have surrendered, we've gone into prayer, we have been honest, we turned it over, we released it, right? We're living in our awareness of it, be willing to start again if we take it back, because it's okay to do that. We also have to remember that when God makes a move, because He will, it's just typically not right away. When God makes a move, you then follow. That's your job. Our job is to wait for God to make a move. What is He doing, right? Pay attention. You got to pay very close attention to how God is working in your life. So when He makes a move, your job is to follow. I always say, yes, God and we're in a partnership. God's the pilot, I'm the co-pilot, and together we're navigating my life. I do a lot of waiting in my life. I have to wait on God to make a move. My job is to come to him in prayer, be honest, be transparent, let him in, release it, turn it over, and then I learn to wait. Waiting requires patience. And thank God, God has put patience inside of us. It is one of the fruits of the Spirit. We are absolutely created to wait. We have patience from within, but you must go to that place with him and you start waiting. And if he doesn't answer you right away, that's usually your answer. You got to be good with that too. Usually when God doesn't answer us, there's something else he's cooking up. And be willing to wait and do it God's way. His way is like error proof. We don't have to sit and make mistakes and then clean up the mess with God. If you're willing to wait and turn it over in your prayer, trust him. His way is always the best way. Learn to wait, you guys. It is a beautiful experience once you start doing it because you're not waiting alone. You're always waiting with God. He never leaves you when you wait, so depend on him. So that's what I have for you guys today. I hope it resonates with you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I love doing these things for you guys, and I always appreciate all of your support. Thank you.